colleagues. I am Mercy Acho and welcome to my channel. Also welcome to today's tutorial. So today's tutorial will be on how to draft a moderately fitted dress, the down part of it. If you want to see how the upper part is drafted, the video is on this channel. But today we are drafting the down part of the gown. Alright, so if you want to see the tricks, the magic, you want all the information how it is done, please sit back patiently, bring your jotter and your pen to get all the informations that you would need for this journey. Now, before we go any further, please, I want to request that if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do consider subscribing, as this channel is going to help you with basic sewing techniques. All right, you're going to learn how to properly and professionally draft out gorgeous and simple outfits. You are not only going to draft, you're also going to put them all together, that is to say, to sew them appropriately. So that is what this channel will help you gain. All right, good. So let's go straight away to the tutorial. We will begin this tutorial by imputing our vertical measurement, which is the bust point, the under bust length, the knee length, the full length of the dress, and so on and so forth. So to begin, we are going to, this is going to be the upper part of the dress. All right, so we are going to mark 1 inch like so. This is going to be our starting point. All right, so I'm going to use my ruler to connect these lines all the way. All right, so I have done just that. This is going to be our starting point. All right, so the next thing to do is we are going to place our tape this way, minusing the upper part of this dress. All right, so the upper part of this dress is 16 inches. All right, from the shoulder to the half length is 16 inches. So we are going to keep our tape like so, this way. So the 16 inches is on this, our starting point. All right, this line here. So this way we are going to mark our, we are going to continue imputing our vertical measurement. So the vertical measurement we are imputing right now is going to be our hip length. So remember, we are working with the upper part of this dress. So this is it, from the shoulder to, so this is the upper part. All right, like so. So from the shoulder to the hip we have 24 inches, and then under hip length we have 22, we have 32 inches. So I have done just that. This is going to be our starting point. All right, so the next thing to do is we are going to place our tape this way, minusing the upper part of this dress. All right, so the upper part of this dress is 16 inches. All right, from the shoulder to the half length is 16 inches. So we are going to keep our tape like so, this way. So the 16 inches is on this, our starting point. All right, this line here. So this way we are going to continue imputing our vertical measurement. So the vertical measurement we are imputing right now is going to be our hip length. So from the shoulder to the hip we have 24 inches, and then under hip length we have 32 inches. So I'm marking 32, and then the knee length is 40 inches, but I don't want to mark 40 inches. I'm going to come up by 4 inches. All right, I want this dress to give us a very beautiful fittings. And another reason why I don't want to start at our knee length is when it's not going to be easy for you to move around. All right, so it's going to be inconveniencing when you mark your knee length at the exact point of your knee. And also, for it to give us a very beautiful fittings, we have to come up by 4 inches. So I'm going to mark 36 inches instead of 40 inches. All right, good. So like so. And then the length of this dress is 60 inches. Of course, remember to add your hemming allowance. It could be 1 inch, it could be 2 inches, depending on your preference. All right, so I'm going to shift this tape to also get this line, these vertical lines, like so. I'm still marking our hip, under hip length, and our knee length. All right, good. So I'm going to connect these lines like so, so we will have some beautiful lines there. I have connected the lines. You can see how straight and beautiful they are. So I'm going to label these lines. All right, this is our starting point here, ST, our starting point SP, hip length HL, under hip length UHL, and then our knee length KL. All right, and of course the full length of the dress. Now that we are done inserting our vertical measurements, the next thing to do, now the vertical measurements here are this measurement. All right, we have hip length, under hip length, knee length, and then the full length of the dress. So the next thing to do now is we are going to insert our horizontal measurement, which is our waist round, hip round, and knee round. All right, so to do that, we are going to, before we continue, if you want to see how I drafted the upper part of this dress, please, the tutorial is on this channel already. All right, and it's titled How to Draft a Bustier. So that's the title there. That is what I am going to use for the upper part of this outfit. All right, so let's continue. We are going to divide our waist into 4. So the waist round measurement we are working with is 32. 32 divided by 4, we have 8. So this is our 8 here, and then this dress is going to have that on it. So let's impute our dart measurement. All right, so the dart measurement we are working with is our nipple to nipple divided by 2. The nipple to nipple measurement we have is 7.5 inches, and then ½ inch for sewing allowance, making it 8. So instead of marking 3.5, which is 7 divided by 2, all right, 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So instead of marking 3.5, we are marking 4. All right, ½ inch there is for sewing allowance, don't forget that. So this is our dart measurement. We are simply imputing our dart measurement. All right, so this is it here, and the length is going to be 5 inches from our starting point to here, 5 inches. So I'm going to use my ruler to connect this dot. All right, so I'm not going to do that conventional that conventional dart intake that you will mark half inch here, half inch here, like so. I hope you know that conventional, and then you will mark that arrow. I'm not going to work with that. It usually does not match with the upper the dart at the upper part. So I'm going to show us in the sewing tutorial. I'm going to show us how to work with this dart. All right, good. So our waist divided by 4 is 30, which is 32 divided by 4. We have 8 inches. All right, so there's going to be 1 inch dart intake. We are going to put that 1 inch dart intake here before the general sewing allowance. The sewing allowance I'm going to leave for this skirt is going to be 2 inches. I actually like much allowance in my outfit because my body actually fluctuates. Sometimes I will add up, sometimes I will really come down. So I like allowance, so whenever I add up, I can easily open up my dresses to still make use of them. But if you're not like me, you can add 1 inch, 2 inches, 1 inch, 1.5 is okay. But for me, I go for 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches, by the time I finish joining, trimming, and doing everything, it might end up at 1.5 inches or 2 inches. So it will not be this big at the end of the day. All right, I hope I made myself very easy and clear there. We are going to come over to the hip round measurement. The hip round measurement we are working with is 40. 40 divided by 4 is 10 inches. All right, and then remember to add your sewing allowance. Whichever sewing allowance works for you is fine. I work with 2.5 inches. So on the hip and our knee length. Now when I'm taking my client's measurement, I don't take knee round measurement. What I simply do when I want to insert knee round measurement is that I minus some inches from the hip measurement, depending on how loose or pencil I want the outfit to be. In this case, I'm going to minus 4 inches. I don't want it boogers and I don't want it too pencil. I just need it to be moderately fitted. All right, so I'm going to minus 4 inches from my hip measurement. So if you minus 4 from my hip measurement, which is 40, we have 36, right? Good. So 36 is going to be our knee round measurement. I hope you are not confused. So we are going to use that 36 now to divide by 4. All right, just like hip divide by 4, that is what we are going to use to divide by 4. So 36 divide by 4, right? So 36 divided by 4, we have 9 inches. So I'm going to mark 9 inches here. All right, plus sewing allowance 2 inches. Okay, I'm also going to insert this measurement here on our under hip length measurement. Now you will see the reason why. All right, so we have 9 here, and then 2.5 inches for our sewing allowance. Now this measurement is going to come all the way to the end of the outfit. All right, let's connect this dot like so to meet here. You can use your ruler to connect. Just keep it like this and then connect this dot to meet here. All right, and then you connect to meet here and all of that. That is if you don't have this instrument. All right, if you don't have this instrument, use your ruler. It will work for you. Or if you also don't have ruler, but I don't think it's not right to have ruler because your work will not be neat. All right, so you have to have ruler. So if you don't have this instrument, please use your ruler. It will work for you. So I'm connecting this like so. So this is going to go all the way to the end of this outfit. All right, so can you see the reason for this under hip length? It just gives you that beautiful shape, like so. All right, it gives you that beautiful shape around your skirt or your dress. If you want to make a skirt, this is also the pattern to make a moderately fitted straight skirt. All right, so this under hip here is just for this purpose, to give you this beautiful shape like so, and all the way to the end. So we are done. I'm going to cut it out right now. All right, so before I cut it out, at this upper part I'm going to add ½ inch from this our starting line upward, ½ inch. So is this half inch I'm going to use to join with the upper part to give us our beautiful dress. Don't forget that. Always add your ½ inch sewing allowance at the upper part. So yeah, we are done. I'm going to cut it out, and then we will use this to draft the back side of this outfit. All right, make sure not to add any allowance. Just cut exactly on this red line, because you have already added your sewing allowance you needed for this outfit. Remember, this is our real measurement. These dots are our real measurement, so we added 2 inches. Don't forget that. 2.5 inches. So when you want to use this to cut to your fabric, remember to fold your fabric into 2. all right, I just cut it one this way because I want to manage this paper to make use of the back side as well. All right, don't forget that. We are going to use this front side right now to draft the back side of this outfit. We are going to place it like this. So we are placing it like so. I'm going to use my masking tape or sellotape to hold both together so they can stay in place. I have sellotaped the back and the front sides together, but for this place I will be opening it up. I'm going to use my scissors to place it like this to keep it in place. So let's proceed. The next thing to do is to also connect this line to the back. All right, like so. Like so. Because what we have at the side here, we are going to have it at the back side of this skirt. So we need these lines to guide us appropriately. So around this area, this is hip length, as you can see. We are going to come out like so. This is the center of our skirt, right? This area here is the middle of our skirt. So from this place, I'm going to come in by 0.3, 0.5, all right? This is for smaller hip. But if your hip is bigger, you can mark 0.6, 0.7 before you can get to 1 inch at the back side. That means that hip is really very big. All right, it's like 50 and above before you can get to mark from this area to here 1 inch. But from 40, 45 thereabout, you have 0.5, 0.6, 0.7 is okay. This is just to create where our hip will sit at the back side of our skirt or dress. I kept saying skirt, skirt, skirt because it's a pencil dress, all right? Either our skirt or our dress, because this is the pattern for straight skirt as well. Maybe that is why I kept saying skirt and skirt and skirt. So I'm going to draw a straight line here, indicating that this is the middle of our skirt. All right, so you can draw it all the way down, but it's okay for me here for now. So the next thing to do, remember our body structure is not straight from our head down to our toe. The way God created us, we have some puffy area, we have some hilly and slopey area. So around this area, which is from our shoulder down to our waist, before you get to our hip, you will notice that it's a slopey area, right? So I'm going to come in from the middle of our dress. I'm going to come in by half an inch, all right? Half an inch. You can see that I didn't mark it all the way down, all right? Pay close attention because it's a detailed, moderately fitted gown, all right? So remember, we've marked from here to here 0.5, right, which is half inch. So I'm going to keep my ruler like so, very carefully. So I'm going to keep it like so. It's going to vanish to this under hip, all right? So watch closely. It's going to actually vanish around this our hip, our under hip length. So I'm trying not to block you, like so. Can you see? So that is that. So we have a curve like so. Remember, the back side has hip, so you need to have this shape at the back side. So this line is going to come all the way to the end, all right? Good. So the next thing to do, you see why I didn't sellotape this area, is this, like so. So I'm going to keep this. If you don't have this equipment, right, this instrument, just try to see how you can use your free hand or your ruler. I think your ruler should be okay. You should have a ruler, for heaven's sake. How then are you getting your lines if you don't have a ruler? So let me use ruler so that you will also know that without this hip curve and the rest, you can work with your ruler, all right? Good. So keep it appropriately, like so. This way. All right, I hope you can see, and then try to make it meet with this upper side. After that, you shift your ruler to make it meet with this upper part, so you have your shape, your slopey area around there. All right, so this is it, like so. So this is what you have here. Can you see? So this is the middle of our skirt. We came in by 0.5 at this side. This is the middle of our skirt. We came in by 0.5. This is just so we can have that slopey area, that shape at the back, and so we drew it to meet here, and then the cuff met, and then it vanished at our under hip length. This is how it's going to go all the way to the end of this outfit. All right, good. So I'm going to draw this line like so, this straight line, like so. The next thing to do right now before we cut it out is to mark our zipper allowance. Now the choice is yours for how much you want to add for the zipper allowance. All right, so now on this, at this hip area, I'm going to place my tape here and not from the beginning. All right, I'm placing my tape here for zipper allowance. So I'm going to mark 1.5 inches, all right, all the way to the end. Now the choice is yours. You can make it bigger than that, maybe 2 inches, or smaller than that, 1 inch. All right, I'm marking just 1.5 inches here. So at the upper part here, I'm going to mark from this line, not this line. All right, remember we are working with our body shape, right? We are not straight the way God created us. So from this line, I'm marking 1.5 inches as well, like so. So I'm going to connect this dot and you will see how it looks like. So this is what we have here. You can see the diagram, right? So I'm going to cut it out and then you will see clearly also how the shape really is. So watch closely and see the lines I'm cutting through. All right, so can you see? We are going to cut the sides here right now. So here is it. This is it. Very professionally drafted out, right? Very easy for beginners. So I'm going to use this pattern to cut from the fabric I will be needing for this outfit. All right. So thank you so very much, guys, for watching. Please, if this tutorial is helpful to you, do let me know in the comment section. Also, that's to say, give us that your thumbs up. Say something so that YouTube can push out this video to others who need to get this important information as well. To my old subscribers, thank you so very much for standing by me. To my new subscribers, you are highly welcome, very highly welcome. Till I come your way next time with another update. Bye bye for now.